All right, welcome to my channel. So the first thing that you need to know before you start watching my videos is the purpose of this channel is for education and entertainment, mostly education with some entertainment, and mostly for my students. Really, it's an opportunity for me to showcase my algorithm and for my students to see it working and me to be able to talk about the trades and why I'm taking the trades and things like that. This is not a channel where I'll be showing you that I'm making millions of dollars. So family rules, you won't be seeing that. Some traders out there want to put their stuff out. I don't even know why they do that. Like on social media in a public sphere, hey, look at me, I made 20,000 today, 50,000 today, all that stuff. That will not happen on this channel. The most you'll see me making here is anywhere from 50 bucks to $1,000 in a day would be the most once we get to that level of scaling. And then I'll reset and we'll be looking at 50 bucks and we'll be scaling back to, a thousand a day or so. And we'll just keep resetting that scaling. But family rules will not be showing you on this my social media that I'm making tons of money. Second thing is I'm trading with Thinkorswim. That's my platform that you see here on the screen. So you got my two windows on futures trading. Same thing, it'll be Thinkorswim. So you'll see that I trade futures and the equities market with these videos. I trade based off of my algorithm, the simple switch algorithm, and it's got different settings. Same algo, but different settings for futures market, for equities market, and different types of trading. It's got different settings for it. So I'll be trading off of that. Links below if you're interested in learning more about the algo. All the education over there is free, as well as the trading log that you'll see. You can get the link below, which will give you that log, so you can go over there and explore all that stuff. So when you're looking at my screen, okay, now when you're looking at my screen, you'll see these the chart markups, and you'll see yellow. Wherever I put yellow is an entry. So when it's yellow like this, it's the algo ideal entry. And then you may see a yellow like this, and that is where I actually got in, and it'll be touching the candle that I got in on. And then the location. Red are my stops, green are my targets. And then if you want to learn how the algo works so you can better understand what I'm doing when I'm doing my trades, over at the link below, you can go over there and learn all about the algo. It's completely free for that whole education. It's free to learn about my trading plan, my strategy, everything that I teach about trading is free over there. Only thing that costs money is if you decided to buy the algo, then that would cost money. But you can apply a lot of the stuff that I teach over there, including my strategy and trading plan, to your own strategies and help maybe improve your game. So all that is definitely free. I don't charge for any of that education. Only the algo if that's something you decided to add to your list. So then sometimes you'll see on here me doing experiments, which I'm going to try to do another one later on this year when I get a little more time. But I love to do trading experiments. We blow up accounts, but we do it in the purpose of education, showing you that certain trading techniques or strategies sometimes just don't work. And we play with some different concepts and blow up accounts, real accounts, small accounts, but still real accounts. And you'll also see some small accounts as well, like when we do offshore brokers and things like that. So, and then of course, educational videos I'll be putting out as well. So there's a lot of different content here. So if you can give me the like, hit that like button, that would help me a lot with the YouTube. And if you subscribe and hit that bell icon, you can be notified whenever I upload new content. And the last thing, but probably the most important thing, is trading is very risky. Do not place a trade based on what you see here or whatever I say. I'm not telling you what to do. If it sounds like I'm telling you what to do, it's me just thinking out loud. And most traders will lose all of their money. I am strictly speculating. I do not have a crystal ball. So, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. So please do not take financial advice from me. This is strictly to talk about how I trade, to teach about how I do things, and for your entertainment. All right, so now the legal stuff is out of the way. Let's get into today's trades. All right, good morning, everybody. Today is July 22nd. So yesterday evening when I jumped on the market just to kind of see what's going on in the futures, I saw this. So right now it is 9:20 in the morning. This 300 shares in APPS short. What is that? So fortunately, I got on early enough before on Thinkorswim, they have this thing called the monitor tab. So before all that stuff reset for the new day. And it said that I got in at a market order around 210. I wasn't even here. So I don't know how that happens. I'm really confused on what happened there. I tried to like watch my videos to see if I had recorded, maybe I had an order left open or something, but I didn't. But normally orders show on the screen that they're open. Like, I don't know what happened. So somehow I got in the APPS short 300 shares. So at market open, if we get like 63.73, it's showing me 300 shares, P&L day 0, P&L open at I'm down $311. I don't know where it thinks this price is, I guess. I don't know. 379 something? I don't know. So, but once market opens, hopefully this will correct and not be 300 in the red. I don't get it right now. Right? If I'm at 63.73, 300 shares. Right now it's trading at 63.60. I should be making money. Short. I don't get it. So we'll see what happens when the market opens here in 5 minutes. I don't trade pre-market or post-market. I don't do any of that, so I don't know how it's supposed to look. Yeah. All right, well, we'll find out here in a few minutes. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. All right, so we're gapped up into a loss, into a red candle. Let's go ahead and put the stop in because we're not supposed to be in this trade. 200, no, we're at 300. All right. Well, P&L open 461. I don't understand how that's 461. We have 300 shares. We have 300 shares at 63.73, right? Now we're at 64.31, so we're not even up $1, and we're down $481 on the day. It's 169. But that doesn't make sense P&L open wise. I have no idea what's happening here. But I'm going to give this this opening candle a second to do its thing, and then we'll trail a stop. All right, so we're out. $177 loss. Okay, P&L day. I'm going to go check the monitor. All right, so I don't know. It corrected itself when we got out, so... All right, there we go. So we're out of APPS, looking for a trade. Took a $177 hit on that. I wasn't supposed to be in this. I don't know what happened here. So, all right, buddy. We're looking for the next one. Oh, looks like JD might be setting up. Let's see. JD might be the next one up soon. It's switching. Then we'll look for the switch back, and then we'll trade it. All right, we'll see. We'll APPS switch. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh man, it was a second earlier. We would have got up here and we would have cut that gap. That would have been awesome. Oh, this is not good for our or maybe it's like that because of the spread. We'll see. Risk reward wise though, that hurts a little bit. Right, we're way down here. So we're technically in the target already. So looking to put the stop in at 51. Oh no, at 46. Come on, let's go. 46. Probably should just take it off the table here and take my $69. All right, so we're at 43. I'm going to be buying it back. So I'm going to give it a little bit of room to wiggle. It's 20-cent spread. Man, I really need to put my stop in when 46 is over here. Almost going to be a loser when it hits this target. Just because we got such a late fill. All right, spread's tightening up a little bit. All right, we're going to put our stop in, and it is what it is. We're through the target, so that's the rules. Stop is in, and then once this moves to 40, 46, then I'll move my stop down again to whatever this is. So 32, or sorry, yeah. Yeah, we're good. Once this gets to 20, sorry, once this gets to 26. So we're at 28, so I really want to get to 26 on my stop to account for that spread that was there earlier. That 20-cent spread could come back. Man, I want to flatten it right now. So the hard part is if this spread opens up and the bid ends up way down low, it'll look like I have more P&L than I do. But as this, but when I actually get out, it won't actually be, see, it won't actually be that. Well, we recovered $30, $40. So at least we're not red on that day trade. Recovered 30 or 40 bucks there. All right, we'll look and see if another trade sets up. Okay, so we got QCOM right here. So we're selling QCOM on the switch. So I almost jumped into QCOM late, but it looks like we got a little discount because of it. Mark it out. All right, we actually got into QCOM at 142.22. Yeah, tiny little discount. Okay, I didn't put the speed bump in. I'm very confident this is going down. I should have just bought more shares, but we'll just stay with the plan. I'm actually going to put an OCO order in for... Actually, no, I won't. I'll just leave it as. I'll be right back. No, I won't be right back. CVS is setting up for a trade. So CVS is 82.37, 82.06, so about 30 cents. Double check that in the calculator. 333. All right, so CVS going to jump in this in about a minute and a half. All right, so I jumped into CVS anticipating the switch on this candle. The switch back, I should say. Well, yeah, switch with permission because we were short, then it was green, then right here I was anticipating it switching back. It looked like that was going to happen. I really had to use the restroom, so I ran out of here. And just put my order in because I didn't want to miss out on the trade, and it didn't confirm. So, yeah, I might have got myself in trouble here with a casino trade. Hopefully, QCOM over here will be a nice winner, and we'll pay for my casino trade over here. We'll hang out, see what happens. All right, so CVS finally switched, and we still got permission, so I'm staying in the trade. I will adjust my stop to the new level. I should have probably just got out of that trade because I wasn't supposed to be in the first place, but this from a technical standpoint was looking good to me. You know, it looks like we got a little flag happening here looking for a breakdown. So I put my stop just above that just in case it went the other way, and we did get our switch finally. So, and we still got permission. If we didn't have permission on this switch, then I'd be looking to get out break even, but since we do, I'm going to stay in the trade. All right, so a little check in here. So CVS, so here's one of the things. You see the high of this candle here and the low of this one here. So we could see consolidation for a long time, bouncing around in there until it breaks out. Like even if this just breaks above what looks like consolidation here, you know, even like right here, you had like what looked like a resistance area and then what looked like a breakout, but you're not really going to get a breakout until it breaks high of day or low of day. So really anywhere inside of here could be consolidation. So I think sometimes traders look at this and they think, oh, there's a breakout right here, you know, because it bounced just above this support or this resistance area. But really you have to look at where the consolidation channel could be. And it's not really a breakout until it gets outside of that channel. And a lot of times when it gets outside that channel, it'll come back, retest that channel, and then continue onward. You know, if it comes up, might come down, retest that channel, and then go. So, or, you know, maybe a fake breakout. So, but I don't really consider it a breakout until we get outside of a consolidation channel. So same thing's happening with QCOM right here. We have our high of day and low of day right inside here. So until it breaks above or below that, it's a big consolidation channel for me. So I don't see this level here as a potential breakdown to the short side. I don't see that. So it needs to break low of day before I would consider this to be moving up or down. For now, consolidation. All right, so we're about to get stopped out in CVS, which will give us a loss in both directions, which is I really hate when you take a loss short and you take a loss long or vice versa. Man. So, but we're still at the bottom of this consolidation channel. Part of me wants to move my stop lower and make it break this for a breakdown. But at the same time, if I get out here and then it does break this, I could always get back in on a technical play of a breakdown and recover this loss on the technical side, which I might do if this breaks out. Let me get stopped out here, look for a new low day, and then I'll probably get back in short. But right now it's still a trade, still a long trade. We haven't hit our stop, so far so good. And then QCOM over here, we're short, and it's going the opposite direction as well. So, you know, when you're in one trade short and one trade long, and they're doing opposite of each other, it's like, why? But yeah, that's trading. So we'll see what QCOM does. Again, QCOM, though, if we do get stopped out here, we will be looking for a breakout as it approaches high of day. So we'll see what happens. The ES still look like it's in consolidation to the short side. So right now, QCOM is, you know, just in consolidation as well. So we'll see where the ES and SPY goes, and then see if QCOM follows, and we'll see if CVS can buck the trend and get a breakout going here. Stopped out at CVS. CVS breaks that level. I will be jumping back in short on a technical side. And a little bit of an algo side because it's saying, it'll be switched to the weak side. And now let's see what happens with QCOM. What I'm actually going to do with QCOM right now is I'm going to go ahead and cancel these orders. I have 147 in on QCOM right now, 150. Let's do 153. Enter. Just because SPY is selling off, I'm close to risk. I'm going to go ahead and bump up my share size to 300. All right, put the stop back in for the speed bump. All right. Sometimes Thinkorswim just doesn't do math well, apparently. So we'll do it this way, and then we'll get in. We'll just add again. So we'll have our stop for 300, which is how many shares we have, and then once it trips, I'll just hit the buy button, and then we'll be back in. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't let me put that speed bump in. I have to do it manually. Let's mark my new average. So new average 142.38. All right, so with QCOM starting to break down, we came down through this W area. Now we're getting a little consolidation. So I'm going to go ahead and move my stop for half my shares. 150. And I'm going to put it right here at the break-even area. So we're short, so we'll buy back. What's the spread? 2 pennies. All right, there we go. So we'll buy that back if we break out above that half our shares, which will reduce our loss greatly if we do have a full stop out. So pretty sweet there in QCOM. Okay, so took half the shares out the table on QCOM, and then we're going to put our stop back in where it was for our other half. All right, so you can see we're still in QCOM here, and CVS, see what I'm talking about? If I would have reversed my position here because I wanted to capture, with all that good stuff. Now, I wish I would have had my stop below this purple line here because I'd still be in this trade looking for a green, right? We'd be back to break even almost. We wouldn't have this loss. We'd only be down $100, blah, blah, blah. But I just don't, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. So I got to trade by the numbers. So I did what I did here because this is what I did to show a proven statistical probability of success that if I do this over and over and over and over again, just repeat it, copy and repeat, that at the end of the year, I'm going to make a lot of money. So I know this is going to happen. I know I'm going to have losers. I know all that stuff. No problem. But now what happens with CVS is it's considered a double loser. So a double loser goes into the super premium list, which means now I can scale up on CVS. So next CVS trade where I have a switch with permission, I can double up my risk. So whatever that is, if it's 100, then I'll go to 200 and so forth. So definitely next trade for CVS, we can easily recover that. So that's the plan there. That was the plan for JD last week, and it would have been awesome, but I totally blew it. But that's how it goes. So now we're over here at QCOM, just patiently waiting for this to break down, make us some money. The ES and the SPY, I'll put that up here now. Switch it to the 30. So you can see here we're still on a bit of consolidation. We started to have a breakdown here, so I thought QCOM was going to definitely sell off, but that got rejected, and we're still in this holding pattern right now with SPY. So, and matching that is QCOM. So as soon as we can get a decision going on somewhere around here, we should be off to the races. All right, everybody. So I have some equipment that was supposed to be delivered tomorrow, but they just called me and told me they're going to be there in 30 minutes. So I need to get out of here in a hurry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, we're still in QCOM here. I'm going to go ahead and put an OCO order in. So I won't be speed bumping this today. If it's a loser, it's a loser. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this over to OCO. So we're short, so I'm buying it back. Don't want to mess this up because I won't be here. Our stop, I'm going to put it a little bit, make new highs for the day. All right, there we go. So we got our stop in, we got our target in, and so I'm going to bounce out, and then I'll check my phone, make sure that I'm out of this trade by 355, and if not, I'll get on my phone and I'll close it out. So yeah, hopefully this will turn into a nice green trade. The ES and the SPY is, you know, starting to rip. We did got a W pattern here breaking out. So is that going to be a false breakout? Is QCOM going to follow? Because QCOM is still consolidating. What's going to happen here? Whatever it is, I hope it's done before 355. All right, everybody. See you later. All right, traders. So for some more stupid, oh no. So I set my alarm. My equipment showed up a day early. I went out there, set my alarm so I can sell my positions. You can see here at QCOM, I never sold it. My alarm went off, and the thing I rented was stuck in the sand. It was like a forklift, off-road forklift, stuck in the sand. As soon as I drove it away, I got it stuck in the sand, and I was trying to deal with that. I'm like, why is my alarm going off in my truck? But I can hear it going off, and I was like just working on that thing, trying to get it stuck out of the sand. And then I realized that I needed to close my position, ran to my truck, and it was too late. So I'm still in QCOM overnight, which is not good. But even worse is I did it in my family account as well. And I've blown up 2 accounts that were big accounts. One was a $40,000 account. The other one was like in the $30,000. And I blew up that account as well. And I say blow up, but like overnight went down to like a couple $100 in my account because I held stocks overnight over leveraged that I shouldn't have been holding overnight with that kind of leverage. And in my family account, I am over leveraged holding a stock overnight.
Dad, I want this one.
Okay, you can have it.
This
So I don't know. Fingers crossed. We'll see what happens in that account. The stock I'm holding over there is looking like it's going to gap up, and I'm long. So it might be an awesome thing, but you never know what happens between now and 9:30 in the morning. Anxiety. And then QCOM right here looks like it's going to finish flat. And the futures market right now, it's flat as far as the ES goes. So yeah, fingers crossed that this can be a green trade in the morning. But yeah, so that's what we did. So let's go ahead and look and see what the portfolio did today. Just do a quick recap on the whole portfolio, show you what's in the log, and then we'll close out the day. All right, so here we are with CVS. So CVS was a loser for us today, which was, you know, it was a double loser, which in the end means that we're going to move this to the super premium list. But basically, we had our switchback with permission, although not great permission, still had permission, switching from green to red, telling us to short it, and dotted line below, white line below, red line can short. And went up, got stopped out for that. That trade speed bumped it, and then as I said, you know, I really should put my stop below low of day because we know that's going to be some major support. But I didn't want to because if you know, my speed bump is my speed bump, and once the speed bump is over, it's over. But at the same time, I was looking for another switch with potential permission that looked like it was setting up. So I would rather get out early and then get, you know, not early, but get out at the right spot and then get the opportunity to have a bigger move to the downside if it took place. Where 2020, I wish I would have just put my stop at the low of day, and then we would have had a nice winner on that switchback, or that speed bump rather, and could have had a green trade on CVS, but instead we ended up with the loser. So all good. We'll make it back on the next trade with CVS since it's a double loser. All right, next one is, where's the thing here? So we got JD. So JD is a nice little winner right here. We got our switch back, right? We're switched to the short side, switched back to the long side, jumped in, got our target. And like I always say, JD loves to give 2R. I don't even remember what was going on. Why didn't I try to chase 2R on JD today? Did it every other day. That's why, and didn't even work out. But I wish I would have did it today because, you know, 2R loves to give the 2R. So anyway, there's JD. All right. So then we had JD. We just see APPS. So APPS, we have our switch to the short side. Got permission. Dotted line below the white line, below the red line. So definitely got some permission. Got our 1R. And sure enough, this could have been an epic trade had I hung out in it. But you don't know, you know. And I got my target. So all good. You know, I try to squeeze more out, but once it gets through, I put my stop in, and if it wants to keep running, great. If it backs up and does this to me, all good. At the end of the year, it's a numbers game. So we're a loser on APPS. Let's open this up a little bit. Yeah, we were a loser on APPS because somehow we were in this overnight. Remember yesterday or at the beginning of the day, I told you that I bought this yesterday somehow at 210. I have no idea. Yeah. So, but at least we were able to recover some of that loss by having a winner on it. So we were able to exit that trade here. Too bad it didn't just go straight down. That would have been nice. But I got out on this candle. I wanted to give it a chance to let it do, see what it's going to do, see if this would happen. And it boosted first, so we bounced out. And then when we got the trade, took it, recovered a big chunk of our money, and all good. All right, so it's APPS. So we just did CVS, CVS JD, so NUG. So NUG, make sure we're on the right day here. Yep. So NUG, we got no switches, so no trade. Or we got switches, but no switches with permission. No switches with permission, so no trade. And again, NUG, we only trade to the long side. And then our last one, QCOM. We're still in QCOM. No. And we're short. Good thing is right now the futures market with the ES is looking to like it's got some weakness. So maybe we'll get lucky and we'll be all right. But anyway, so here we are with QCOM. So we had our switch right here to the short side, jumped in short, put my stop up here, and it just consolidated all day long. So we'll see if we get lucky. Man, look at that thing gapping down, but you know, after hours I'm not trading, so I don't even know if that was legit, but whatever. Still consolidation here, right all the way through to close of aftermarket trading. So we'll see what happens in the morning. Like I said, ES is looking weak right now, so we got some good possibility brewing. All right, everybody, so that's going to do it for that. Let me show you the log. All right, so here we are with the log from today. So a lot of trades in here. This QCOM, I just put in the same number as I bought it at because it's still an open trade. When we close it out, I'll come in and put these numbers. So right now we're down 246. A big part of that was because of this $200 almost loss on APPS holding it overnight unintentionally. Did not place this. I do not know how that happened. So you know, if not, we'd only be down around $50 on the day. And then depending on QCOM, what it does for us tomorrow, we could easily be green on this day. So red day right now, but could be a green day by tomorrow morning. We'll have to see how that goes. And CVS, had I traded it better, you know, we could be up in the $200 range already. So looking like a nice red week. I do not like it. So, but yeah, so there's our week, and then our scaling ladder. You know, we're back down a couple bars for now, but again, the QCOM closes out okay in the morning. We could be right back in this 150 zone. A couple good trades tomorrow, and we can start moving through this 150 zone. But yeah, we won't trade up to 150 until, you know, we close out in that. So next week is when we'll start. So we get a good couple trades in, then next week we'll be back at the 150 zone. 3 good trades, and we're back close to the 300. 3 good trades, and then we're right on the knocking on the door. That will probably beat us back down again, but we will give it a go and see what happens. Man, this has just been such an elusive door to break through right there, that $500 range. Just, oh man, every time it just totally smashes us. So we'll get through it though. We'll get through it sooner or later. We'll get through it. The name of the game is to keep surviving until we do. And then our next door we'll have to break down, which will be this $1,000 door, which will give us a bunch of trouble, I'm sure. And then $2,000 door and so forth. So yeah, so that's how that's going. Except we'll never get to the $2,000 door, I don't think, because I will be going on to a different plan, taking everything back to a smaller account, offshore, I think. I don't know. I got a couple different options to do all the time with the small account again, and see if we blow it up again or if we're successful. So we just had some bad luck at the beginning of the last one, so we blew it up in a week. So we're going to see. We might do that again because that was kind of fun. And if not, I might do a different strategy or something like that. I don't know. We'll see yet. We'll see. We got some time to think about it. We're way back down here again. So, yeah. All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, Friday, for a few trades. And then, yeah, we're bouncing out for the weekend.